Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Discovering Breaking Bad. In today's episode, I am going to be talking about Crazy Handful of Nothin. And this was a very intense episode. In fact, I think it was probably one that found the right balance of story or storytelling and the action, which had really been lacking in the last few episodes, although the story of the previous episodes had been really effective. Now, I will say, it's like, story-wise, it was so good. There were some very sad segments, like, well, you know, when Walt is having to go through the chemotherapy, the stuff having to do with his family. Some very nerve-wracking, nervous moments when Hank shows up at the school and doesn't really confront Walt, but, you know, we know what Walt knows. And so there's just that whole, is he going to find out what's going on here? What's going to happen? That was just a really crazy segment. And then, like, just again, like, going back to the sad when Walt finds Jesse in the hospital all beaten up from his confrontation with Tuco. And it was a crazy roller coaster of an episode. And like I said, the action, it was the first real action I think that we've had in several episodes. I don't really count the fight with Jesse's friend Badger to be action personally, but it's like this one just really got it. Especially, and even if the action wasn't, you know, it wasn't really drawn out, it was really short-lived in some ways. Like, well, when Tuco beat up Jesse, that was a brutal segment to watch and to go through. And then when, I think this has to be the scene that just really sets so many things in motion for this show. When Walt shows up at Tuco's hideout, or his place, I guess it's his hideout. But when he shows up there, and it's just very tense, very intense segment of the episode. And then when he holds that crystal in his hand, I don't remember the compound that it's called, but he throws it on the ground, and that explosion was just amazing. That was one of the moments that just, and I feel like, you know, in several previous episodes I've mentioned where, you know, I really feel like this is where Walt is starting to, you know, get deeper and deeper into the dark side. And that's true, I guess, but this is the one where he really, one of his speeches that he's, previously in the episode when he's talking to, well, I guess it's more of a lecture when he's talking to his class, and he talks about how when certain elements are brought together and they react fast, it can have explosive results. And we get a literal interpretation of that, of what he was saying previously in the episode, and that was just, I honestly love the way this show is written. It's really good, and this episode was just so well done. And I'm very curious to see what happens in the next episode. I don't know whether Jesse will still be out of commission or not, because, well, Tuco put in a big order after Walt exploded his entire place. So yeah, he put in a big order, and if Walt has to do that all on his own, I guess maybe that'll be a big aspect of the next episode, trying to get it all cooked and trying to get all that together. I really don't know. Again, this has just been a really good episode, one I really enjoyed, and I really want to know what you all think about this episode, because, like I said, it's got to be one of the best episodes that I've seen so far this season. And I want to know if you all think the same, as far as this particular season goes. Now, looking forward into the next seasons, from what I hear, it's going to get even crazier. But I really want to hear what you all have to say about this episode in relation to this entire first season. It's like, is this the best episode in your opinion? Or, you know, maybe, am I seeing it from a different perspective maybe? Do you not like it as much? Or especially if you've watched the rest of the seasons of the show, have things happened, no spoilers please, but have things happened that sort of make you not see this episode in as great of a light? I'd really like to know, I want to know what you all have to say about that. But I'll leave it at that today. everyone, thank you very much for watching. I'm really looking forward to doing the next episode, and it is my goal to have the next episode out on Monday of next week on schedule, because yes, I know this episode is quite a bit late. But anyway, as I was saying before, thank you all very much, and I will see you next time on the next Discovering Breaking Bad.